Hello students. In previous class we completed the structure of the ovule. Today we are going to start with the one of the important concept, that is the megasporogenesis. What is megasporogenesis? It is a process of formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell is called as a megasporogenesis. During the process of megasporogenesis, single megaspore mother cell differentiate in the micropillar region of the nucellus. This this is the nucellus region. In this one, this part is called as a nucellus. In this part, one cell will become differentiated into megaspore mother cell. This cell has a dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus, and it is called as a megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell undergo the meiotic division, that is meiosis. After the first meiosis, it produces the two cells, and this one is called as a dyad stage. Meiosis 1, two celled structure, that is dyad stage. Then it undergo the meiosis 2 and it form the four megaspores, and all these four megaspores are haploid in nature. Remember, the cell of the nucellus which is towards the micropillar end, that cell get differentiated into megaspore mother cell. It undergo the meiotic division and it produces the four megaspores. Out of four megaspores, the three megaspores which are towards the micropillar end, one, this one is 2 and this one is 3. These three megaspores which are towards the micropillar end, they degenerate, and only the megaspore which is towards the chalazal end, this megaspore it develops, this one undergo the division, that is mitotic division, and from this one formation of the embryo sac takes place. Based on the megaspores involved in the formation of embryo sac, mainly there are three types of the embryo sac are there. One is called as monosporic embryo sac, where there is a single megaspore is involved, that is from one megaspore there is a formation of the embryo sac takes place, example polygonum. Second one is bisporic type of embryo sac, where two megaspores are involved in formation of embryo sac, example allium. And third one is the tetrasporic embryo sac, where all the four megaspores are involved in the formation of embryo sac, and this one is commonly formed in the plumbago. Among these three types, the most common type of the embryo sac found in angiosperms is the monosporic type of the embryo sac. We are going to start with the monosporic type of the embryo sac development. This is the monosporic type of the embryo sac development. It is the most common type of the embryo sac found in 80% of the angiosperms. It was studied by Strasburger in Polygonum, so it is also called as a Polygonum type. During this one, the chalazal functional megaspore divides mitotically, and it undergoes first division and it forms the two nucleate cell. The functional megaspore, which is haploid in nature, it undergoes the first mitotic division and it forms the two nucleate stage. Both the nuclei, they move towards the opposite end. Then these two nuclei undergo the second mitotic division, and after the second mitotic division it results in formation of four nucleate stage. Then these four nuclei again undergo the third mitotic division and they form the 8 nucleate structure. Remember, all these mitotic divisions are strictly free nuclear, that is, they are not followed by cytokinesis. There is no formation of cell wall, only the division of nucleus takes place. So this structure is called as a 8 nucleate structure. After the 8 nucleate structure, these 8 nuclei organized into the embryo sac. The nuclei which are towards the micropillar end, these at the micropillar end, totally 4 nuclei are there. Out of 4, one nucleus moves towards the center, and from the chalazal, at the chalazal end 4 nuclei are there. From that one nucleus also moves in the center. So in the center there are two nuclei are present, and these two nuclei are called as a polar nuclei. The three nuclei which are present towards the micropillar end, they get organized into the egg apparatus. Cell wall formation takes place. In the middle there is a egg cell is there, and at both sides of this egg cell there are two cells are there. These are called as the synergids. While towards the chalajal end, these cells are organized into the antipodals. The central larger cell is called as a central one, which contain the two polar nuclei. So subsequent mitotic division takes place here. The functional megaspore undergo the first mitotic division. It form the two nuclei. It undergo the second mitotic division. It form the four nuclei. Then it undergo the third mitotic division, and it form the 8 nucleate embryo sac. This 8 nucleate embryo sac, this is the structure of the 8 nucleate embryo sac. At the chalajal end, there are 3 antipodals are there. At the micropillar end, there is a egg apparatus is there, in which the central cell is the egg cell, and these two cells are called as the synergids or the helper cells. This is the central cell which contain the two polar nuclei. Now we are going to study all these cells. The egg apparatus, it is present towards the micropillar end. The egg cell, it represents the female gamete. Egg is nothing but the female gamete. It shows the haploid nuclei. It shows the presence of two synergids, and these two synergids are also called as a helper cell, or they are also called as a cooperative cells. Important feature of the synergid, these synergid shows the finger-like projections, and these finger-like projections are called as a filiform apparatus. These are called as filiform apparatus. Inside this one, they show the dense cytoplasm. In the synergid, the vacuole is present towards the chalajal end. This portion is the vacuole, and below that it shows the nucleus. So the nucleus is present towards the micropillar end, and the vacuole is present towards the chalajal end. Here the vacuole is there. Important feature of this filiform apparatus, these are the filiform apparatus. This filiform apparatus help in the help to guide the entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac. These filiform apparatus, they secrete a certain chemical, and because of that the pollen tube get attracted towards these synergids. So through the synergid, the entry of the pollen tube into the embryo sac takes place. So these are called as the helper cells. Out of these synergid, usually one synergid degenerate immediately after the process of the pollination. The egg cell, in between the egg cell and the synergids, there is a plasmodesmatal connections are there. Towards the chalajal end, there are 3 antipodals are there. These 3 antipodals are considered as a vegetative cells of the embryo sac. The central larger cell is called as a central cell, and this central cell, it contains the two polar nuclei. These two polar nuclei, just before fertilization, they fuse with each other and they form the secondary nucleus, or it is called as a definitive nucleus. So this is the structure of the mature embryo sac. So overall we are going to study with the gynoecium. Gynoecium or pistil, it consists of carpels. It shows the 3 parts: stigma, style and ovary. Inside the ovary, ovules are present. Ovule shows the presence of the embryo sac. Embryo sac is 7-celled and 8 nucleated. Important feature of angiosperm: 7 cells. Which are those 7 cells? 3 cells at micropillar end, togetherly called as egg apparatus. 3 cells at the chalajal end, they are called as antipodals, and the central one is the central cell. And total 8 nuclei, as the central cell contain the 2 polar nuclei. So the egg apparatus is there, egg and synergids. Then it shows the secondary nucleus, which is formed by the fusion of the polar nuclei, and it shows the antipodals.